First birthday? I know which one's Nai. I'm a plant too. They call themselves that as well. If Nai was not Nai, this would have happened.
Well,
What went
really
wrong?
nice, so adorable.
Alright, we're going back to here. This was when they
So this is when
initially
he crashed
destroyed.
landed,
Yeah.
Look, it's your favorite scene, Zero.
Wait, what do you mean?
Vash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are you... What's your goal? I don't think Vash is even aware what you're trying to do. The program access code. There it is.
No.
Please show us more. Okay, yeah.
But where did that bowl cut go in his adulthood?
You wish an old Vash had this bowl cut.
Yes.
Oh no.
I think people would be really mad at the remake. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess
Vash is kind of just living his life as with like Survivor's Guild, and he also feels partially responsible since he gave Nai the access code or whatever.
Why would Vash have it and Nai not though?
I have no idea. Is Vash's role different for what they were like meant to be? There has to be some significance with the fact that they're twins, right?
Oh.
What?
Yes, the wrench.
Nah, yeah. Unfortunately, no, he's not.
Oh, be quiet. Be quiet. How dare you? How dare you?
I think this is to show us what their perception of plants are. Wait, okay. So, if I'm understanding this right, they're also survivors from the ship?
Seems like it.
What happened to these people? Oh god. What do you produce as a generator?
No.
I see.
Oh, depressed Wash. She's making me really sad. I feel depressed too.
I doubt she is alive, yeah.
Oh, the camera.
Aw, yeah. Yeah, okay, I see. Vash feels like he has like no purpose in life because he's a plant that can't produce anything. And this compounds that, so he just feels like there's no point in going on.
Yeah, with Nai's talking about how he hasn't like figured out his gate yet or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Does that mean that Vash can actually produce something and Nai knows it?
Oh, Vash runs away. Oh, never mind. I thought he was digging through.
He's gonna dig through this steel wall.
Yes, he
With the
is.
back of the spoon.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
That's always good.
Oh, is it Nai? Did Nai come to get Vash? No, never mind. My headcanon is that Nai is in fact broken.
So all of these plants turned into red plants.
Yeah, because they're not compatible with the environment. Maybe Vash can help them with something?
This man.
I mean, Nai is doing just fine.
Yeah, he is doing just fine.
Thriving, if anything.
Oh.
So what they're saying is that they were just getting a little grumpy and needed somebody to talk to. I got that.
Yeah, they need an ultimate empath that's Vash to be able to calm the plants down.
And he's eating his food, showing that he's found his purpose. There is a reason for him to continue on.
He's being a good boy.
Nice.
No.
Well, yeah.
Yo, be quiet.
No.
Well, proud mama and papa. I wonder what happens to them and how they die.
Right? Like, I've just been thinking that all this time. I hope it doesn't happen, but like, how does Vash end up out there, you know? Doing his thing.
I like that they all come with him to do his thing, but they're all just literally just watching.
Right?
Vash has alien fingers.
Vash's fingers
everything
are
is an
alien.
I know, but his fingers are really long and pointy.
Oh, this boy's been through puberty. You can tell from his voice. Riding into the sunset.
Oh, he looks so skinny. I'm kind of worried. How dare they?
Kiwi,
Aww.
this is how boys are.
It is huge, but his short nose is so small.
This is a one size fits you forever kind of a deal.
I mean, if you get a big jacket, it'll fit you for quite a while.
Forever, yes.
It really depends on how much you grow and in what directions.
Yep.
Ah, it's so
Same.
huge.
She future-proofed it.
Right. 5
For
years.
5 years.
Yeah. Oh, are they gonna think that's Vash? It's very different.
I mean, they know he has a twin. The question is, what does Nai say? Could he say? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, there it is.
Aw.
Well, didn't exactly prove them wrong with him running away either.
Yeah. Oh, he left it. How does he get it back though? Do they run into him again?
ちげえよ。バシュに会ったら謝っといてくれ。ひでえこと言っちまった。
自分で直接言って
Aw.
必ず連れ戻すから。
Okay. I thought that was where they were going to part, but now I know that they are actually going to die. Damn it.
Yep. They're to die 100%. I was hoping that's where they're going to part because
Right?
that meant that
That
then
mean
they would
they'd
they
be
would
out
see
there,
him
right?
again. Yeah, they
Yeah.
would see him again, and they would meet all of his newfound friends in Wolfwood, and they would have tea together. But
Wait,
they
what?
didn't. Oh wow, you look so
Oh,
handsome right now. How did you get such huge shoulders?
what happened?
That's amazing.
He
Not.
lost his arm.
Maybe the plant explodes.
Ooh. Nai? Did he lose his arm because of Nai? Yeah, he totally did.
Wow, nice, so handsome. I love him.
Kiwi, you're psycho.
I guess that just makes her the perfect pair for Nai. Just leave her be.
Hey, we were all
Aw.
so invested in this episode. We really didn't talk very much.
Well, I didn't
I
speak
know.
a lot because my voice is not really there.
You
Right?
don't have to make excuses, Kiwi.
No.
I found this episode to be very intriguing and very engaging. I loved it a lot. I
Yeah,
might
no,
not have
this was
said
so
a
good.
lot, that's for sure, but there's so much to analyze here. And the way that Trigun does its storytelling is just fantastic. So many thoughts racing through my head right now as to what's going on between him and Nai and what Nai's ultimate plan is. I still don't understand the terminology. Like, even though he's already said what his plan is, like generally speaking, but I don't know what it means in the first place. We can certainly see a lot of the why Vash is the way that he is simply because of how he is as a plant that can't produce anything, or as he had claimed originally, until he found a purpose. I have no idea how Nai turned out the way that he did. What went wrong?
Yeah.
How? Huh? Like, Vash turned out that way because he was raised by a very nice lady named Rem, who seemed to care about them a lot, love them a lot, and I don't think she ever mistreated either of them.
I
And
mean,
yet Nai became Nai.
Vash did seem like from the very beginning a lot more childlike or innocent would be more appropriate to say. Like during the first birthday, he was excited to see cake, while Nai was like, "Oh, why are we doing this type of thing?"
Right? Yeah, there. Now it's just like this again. So boring. I don't know how plants are formed.
Well, they made a comment that's made it sound like plants are like maybe made, but then the plants had a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mama plant. A mama plant and a daddy plant.
Maybe?
Yeah.
So these two would be like the offspring of something, which is why that they see the plants more as things, but also why Vash would be the exception.
But on rare occasion, plants can actually give birth. So yeah, that's Vash and Nai.
I wonder, because I also refer to them as independents. It's probably like maybe the plants have either an owner or a creator, whereas if the plant was created by another plant, that would make them kind of separated from whatever that system is.
Yeah, and that's why they're called independent. Yeah, that's what I assumed as well. To what Serbi said, to agree with it, and what I thought as well, was because all of the other plants seem to be owned by the ships that they are on. Like, ship 3 has a bunch of plants that they have owned. So maybe that's why they're called independent.
The interesting thing was, in the very first episode, we saw Vash calling them by name. It seems weird to give them names like that, especially if they're just going to treat them like objects.
I don't think Vash sees them as objects.
No, not Vash, but like the fact that they had names.
Yeah, was Rem's ship, was ship 5 operating differently with the, I forgot what they're called.
Plants?
Yeah, thank you. Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Well, that was a brain fart. Literally talking about them and I forgot them.
Was Ship 5 operating differently with plants than all of the rest of the ships did, where they treated them more humane than the rest of the ships did? And that's why the 2 independent boys were born from it? I don't know.
I think Vash and I were a special case for them. Probably something similar happened between Vash, Nai, and Rem. As to this lady here, I apologize, I don't remember her name. Vash and Nai are very human-like. They're not exactly like the plants that we see that are within like their containers and stuff. So you could probably grow attached to them just like this lady did here. And that might be the case with Rem.
Vash and Nai were actually born to born to do a revolution against humans and make humans into plants.
What?
I don't know. That's the theory that came up to my mind right now. No proof for it. I just thought about it.
And then Nai's actually the good guy who's trying to liberate the plants from human use.
We're actually the bad guy, like in Overlord. We won't find that out until the series ends.
Lots of thoughts, lots of way of thinking of this. I don't think we're gonna get a concrete answer just yet, because they're kind of tiptoeing around it.
Yeah. But we're starting to get there.
Starting to. We're actually getting like Vash's backstory, which is very important.
I was gonna say, this is a full backstory episode, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that next episode is going to pick up right where we left off here. And hopefully we'll discover why Nai is doing the things that he's doing.
Is Vash actually in his late 20s?
Oh no.
Is Vash actually in his late 20s? He just looks younger. He doesn't live forever. He's just the way that he is. It's because they look like I don't know, 7 or 8 years old when they say that they're 1. So it's like, okay.
Well,
whatever you say.
We don't know when in time this is occurring. There was also that bit with the kid and the cult where we saw that Vash didn't age at all, like pretty much. So we don't know how long Vash has been on that planet.
I mean, we do see him grow.
We see him grow, but as you saw, that kid aged 20 years and Vash didn't age at all. So I think Vash might like hit some sort of peak and then he just kind of stays there.
I was thinking of it more like
that he then just stays in.
I was thinking of it more like, oh, when he met that kid, he was like, I don't know, 20 or like something like that. No, not 20. What the hell am I talking about? Jesus Christ. I'm so confused today. Like, I don't know, 18 or something, and then 20 years pass and he's now 30.
Well, there would at least be some change within Vash, but he literally has not changed at all, which we know is because he's a plant.
Explaining.
So, don't know. don't really have anything else to comment about this episode either. There's still so many questions, but I can't really formulate any answers at the moment.
That's it. It's like I have a lot of thoughts from this episode, but not a lot to comment on it just yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like
Still
it seems like-
organizing thoughts.
It seems like Vash came back to the ship 3 later on for something or about something, and then he saw Nai there. Or was that just me misunderstanding the scene?
Misunderstood.
That was
I just wanted to ask.
Nai on a planet looking at some ship's plants.
Okay.
And then later he was on ship 3 assuming that they saved him. We don't actually know that.
Only thing else I can say is, I liked how they showed us not Nai. Wow. I mean, Nai is a pretty funny guy, but I liked how they showed us the perception of Vash and plants as a whole, without really having to like give us some sort of like monologue about how this is the history of plants and used in human history, right? But yeah, I don't really know what other word to use but nuanced storytelling when it comes to this kind of just way of giving information.
It's
I
really
like
good.
it. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you all in the next one. Later my dudes.